Man United play Villarreal tomorrow in the Champions League group stages. How are we going to line up? What formation are we going to play? Really, it's anybody's guess, but I'm going to try and put together my own preview, how I think we should play, and who I think we should play, more importantly, as well. So we'll get into that in a moment. Villarreal, of course, that's a bit of trouble. In the last couple of times we've played them, obviously the Europa League final, they beat us. And the last game we played, I thought they caused us a lot of grief. They had their high bombing up wing backs. They're good on the ball. Danjuma had the low on toast, and they really did create a fair amount of opportunities against us. I think the main thing that they were lacking was a potent finisher. It's the only reason they didn't manage to score more against us. So they're a team to definitely be worried about. Emery's a good coach as well, knows how to set his team up. They know exactly how they're going to play. However, currently we're top of the group, which I think, grand scheme of things is not a bad position to be in, if you consider particularly how badly we've played so far. So, we have an opportunity here. It's a must-win game. It doesn't matter the grief we've been through, the sacking of Oli, the poor form, the poor results. We need to get a result here. We don't want to be stuck in Europa again. That was a really hard watch last season. We don't want to be out and watching other teams playing the Champions League. We want to be in the thick of it. We want to be playing, so it's a really must-win game for us. I look at Villarreal's form as well, actually, of late. They've won two of their last 5 games. They've drawn 2 and they've lost 1. One of the games they won was in the Champions League against Young Boys, 2-0. So it was a good result for them. But overall, you'd say their form is not fantastic. I think they're in the bottom half of the La Liga as well. That's not to play them down as a side, but it's really just for a bit of perspective to say, look, this is not an elite team here. It's not the same as certain other teams we've played where we're really up against it. We should be definitely looking to impose our style and impose ourselves and our quality onto this game. And I think we should be able to do that. As for the team, I've been thinking about it. Who should we play? Who deserves to start? I look at the Watford game. I didn't manage to watch the whole thing. I was out and about, and also I didn't really want to see it. But I saw highlights of Van der Beek. He looked, quality when he came on at half time, and it got me thinking. I'm thinking, I think we need to shuffle the pack for this game and start playing individuals who have sort of a point to prove, individuals that are sharp, that haven't really been playing week in, week out, and haven't had their confidence sort of knocked left, right, and centre. And Van der Beek is a prime example of a player like that who hasn't played much. He's sharp, he's physically there, and he has a point to prove. And it definitely looked that way the way he played. Him on the right side of the pivot along with Sancho. It's probably the most competent our right side has looked for a long, long time. So, those are 2 players I'd like to see play. And just generally, I think there's players that haven't been getting minutes that could do with coming into the side. So, with that in mind, I'd say my 11 that I would go with, I'd put Henderson in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Bailly, and Telles. And then I'd play Fred and Donny. And then Fernandes, Lingard, and Sancho with Ronaldo up front. Now, back to front, there's a few sort of question marks there in my selection. Firstly, starting with Henderson instead of De Gea. I don't think De Gea has been that great. Shot stopping wise, he had a sort of flurry of good games for us. I think Southampton strikes me as one of them. But generally speaking, I don't think he's been at the level whereby he's undroppable. His distribution hasn't been sort of amazing. He isn't coming out for crosses. There's not a great deal of reasons for me that he should be definitely starting. I'd like to see Henderson being given just to give him a go. Yes, it's an important game, but I back him to come and rise to the occasion. Furthermore, buy him for Maguire. The way I see it, Maguire is likely not fit. Even if he is fit, he's not looking great. He's not playing at the level that he has done last season, for example. He could do with having being taken out of the team. I've been tossing and turning between him and Bailly, partly because obviously with Maguire out for the Premier League games having been sent off, we want to almost wrap Bailly up in cotton wool, and so is it a good move to play him in this Champions League game? Should we save him for the Chelsea game on the weekend? That's one of the considerations I was having. But, you know, I've gone with Bailly so far. Tellez left back. Shaw looks like he's injured. In any case, even if he isn't, I don't think Shaw's covered himself in glory. So it's not currently the biggest miss. It's not necessarily the Shaw of last season or in the Euros. Fred, I think he's got to come in for sure. He's one of the, in my view, most important centre mids for us. Just the ground he covers, you know, he engages a lot, and you know, I definitely feel like we missed him against Watford. Not that it probably would have changed things too much, but yeah, I'd like to see him there. I also mentioned Van der Beek. I gave the reason before. 100% he's got to play. He played so well against Watford. It's a no-brainer for me. You know, there's not really much to debate about that. Lingard is one of the ones that I think, you know, would raise eyebrows a little bit, but same rationale as Van der Beek. He's sharp, he's confident, he's got a point to prove. You know, let him go out there and play his football. When he has come on, he's looked sharp. Don't be giving him 2, 4, 5 minutes or whatever it may be at the end of the game. Let him start a game, give him the confidence, and watch him play. You know, I didn't think Rashford was amazing against Watford. You know, again, I can see why somebody may want to play Rashford, and that wouldn't be the worst thing. But for me, I'd like to see Lingard play. And then I think the rest of the team speaks for itself. So that would be my 11. I definitely think it provides, you know, we've got good quality on the ball. You know, we're freshening up the team a little bit, hopefully coming with new ideas, a bit more confidence. And yeah, hopefully he plays a team similar to that. What formation and what team he will play, really it's anybody's guess. But we're going to do a review after the game. So tune in and I'll see you in a bit.